And we're live.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. On this beautiful April day. It is beautiful here in Bologna today.
The blue sky. Yeah, April 3rd. I kind of want to open my window, actually.
Throw it open. Let in
I don't know if I
nature
can
in there.
easily reach it from where I am. After.
As soon as it's finished, you can throw it open, yeah.
Yeah, when we're done, I'll open it up. Also, I don't want anyone seeing my pajama pants that I have on.
It would give the game away.
Yeah.
So if you're tuning in, please say hello, introduce yourself. It'd be lovely to know who's watching.
Introduce yourself in the comments. Should we introduce ourselves?
That would make sense, yeah. Me first. Yeah, you can. Every time.
I'm getting really good at it.
Okay. Hello, I'm Hal. As you can see, yes, here. And I'm from the UK, near London. And I am in Bologna at the moment. Near to Kendra, actually, but
at
very
the moment. Where are you going?
Oh, I'm here in Bologna. I live here in Bologna. True. Yeah, you're right. We don't say at the moment like that. That's it. I think.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm Kendra. Ding. And I'm from Seattle originally. We work together at Bologna Mille in Bologna, and I've worked and lived in Bologna for almost 2 years. Yeah. And I made zucchini bread this week.
Ah, you did. Cool. Nice.
I did. I took a picture. I put it up on Instagram this morning because I didn't take a picture when I made it.
Is it Instagram worthy?
It was on my story. So story worthy and actual feed worthy is different. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. But I guess it looks pretty enough. I just don't imagine zucchini. Can you see the zucchini in it?
You could in my picture. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I can maybe. Hold on. We'll go like this. And.
Is everyone ready?
Oh, this is zucchini bread.
Nice.
It had a nice light coming in, and you can see the little pieces of zucchini in it.
Yeah.
It's very good. So that's been my breakfast and sometimes my dessert, depending on how I feel. If I need to eat it so it doesn't go bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I did a shop this morning, but nothing exciting.
You went to the shop this morning?
Yeah, I went to the supermarket this week, today.
Okay. This week. How was the line?
It was my trip for this week. The line was fine. I got there before it opened, so there weren't many people there.
Gotcha.
Hey, Gianluca.
Hi.
Hi.
And we actually have thanks for joining us. We actually have a special question too today. So introduce yourself, but also we want to know, who do you look up to in your life? Yeah. I didn't think of an answer to this yet.
Me neither, really. Who do I look up to in my life? I can think of friends. The thing is, I think I saw it on Instagram, Kendra, and it looks tarty.
Tasty.
Tasty. Because I don't know, in America, is it the same thing? Something tarty, Gianluca, is not good. It's
You know, I learned that.
Yeah.
I've been watching. I'm kind of going on a TV series binge, and I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And there's an episode where they talk about tati. Tati, without pronouncing the R, is a bad thing. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
It's true. Bad typing. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tasty. What was I going to say? Oh, looking up some friends, but I kind of am of the opinion, and I mean this in a nice way. I have obviously people who I love and admire. I kind of think the more you know someone, the less you're like.
Yes.
You realize that all of the brilliant benefits come with their own kind of, not problems, but their own but it's not just kind of ideal. So, but I'm going to say a friend called Alex, who she's she's just the kindest person. So I admire her kindness, which is like invincible. It's everlasting. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, I don't. When I'm really thinking about it, like for friends, I might say my friend Abby. She's my best friend back home because she's not afraid. Like she's very like set in her beliefs, and like she's open to hear other people, but like if she thinks that something is wrong, she's not afraid to like say that and like possibly have a confrontation, which I'm not that way at all. But I love her like gusto for that.
Yeah.
Her ability to do that. But I also, okay, I'm gonna sound like such a ass kisser now, but I kind of look up to Lisa.
Yeah, that's a good one. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is our
Gianluca
boss.
and Valentina, you know this. Lisa is our director of studies, but definitely the more I've worked with her and the closer I've worked with her, yeah.
Yeah, I've been blessed with some excellent bosses and colleagues in my time, but she is amazing, no doubt. Hi, Valentina, as well. Hey.
And did you see that too? I saw that too. I think the zucchini bread. They follow me on Instagram, so.
Okay. Well, guys, let's get the zucchini bread trending. Is that what you say on Instagram? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's get
it trending.
Let's get the world to see. I've never seen zucchini bread in my life.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe we should explain look up to, just in case our viewers don't know.
Yes.
I know the definition that is in our lessons at the school is to admire or respect.
Yeah.
So I'll put that up there.
You're like, oh,
yeah.
I admire you.
Normally we use it a lot when we're young.
Exactly.
We don't always say look up to when we're older.
Right.
It's possible, but as we get older, we don't look up to people as much. Because there has to be like an age difference normally too.
Exactly. The classic is like, I don't know, younger siblings, younger brothers and sisters looking up to the oldest brother or the oldest sister, no?
Or their parents, grandparents.
Or their parents, exactly.
Yeah. I think growing up, I looked up to my mom. Yeah, she has a really strong work ethic. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. The work ethic.
The work ethic. No, because when I found this out, like when I was older, but when my parents, when they divorced, me and my mom moved to Georgia to live in a different state, which is on the opposite side of the country, like diagonally from
Northwest,
Washington.
Southeast.
Yeah. And we moved there so she could go to chiropractic school. And so she was a single mother.
Where were you, Atlanta or like some?
Near Atlanta, Marietta. It's close to Atlanta. But she was working up to like 3 jobs at one point. While going to chiropractic.
And going to school. Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible, yeah.
She was a single mom.
Yeah.
Just me and her. So it was really hard sometimes. But yeah, I definitely look up to that work ethic.
Amen.
But tell us in the comments, guys, who do you look up to in your life now? I know there's viewers. I can see them.
I can't, but I can. Gianluca and Valentina, at least you're here.
You're
Tell
here.
us who you look up to. Or maybe like Kendra said, who did you look up to?
Yeah, or in the past. Yeah.
If you don't really look up to people anymore.
Do you look up to any celebrities?
No, not really. No. See, also it's a bit. I admire certain people, certain like artists or writers and stuff. But I would say the crucial difference, right, is that if you look up to someone, to me, it sounds more like you admire them and also you want to emulate them a bit. Like you want to be similar to them.
Like
you want them to be like them. You want them to approve of your behavior.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I guess as you get older, you maybe admire people, but you don't really look up to them because you're not trying to
be them.
Yeah. I don't know.
I might say like, yeah, I admire some celebrities, but I don't look up to them. You're right. That's true. Well, for everyone watching, please answer the question in the comments. We're going to take a look, though, at our focus for today. And if you come in a little late, you can still answer the question and introduce yourself in the comments. So we have lead the way.
Woo.
Dun, dun.
In this focus activity, compound adjectives, idioms, and discussion on what makes a good leader. Maybe can we just the phrase "lead the way" we say, don't we, when we just mean like I will follow you. We say lead the way.
Lead the way.
Go. Yeah.
Yep. You lead, and I'll follow you.
Lead. Exactly.
That's a good one. Okay, we have a little quote to start out with. Do you want to read the quote?
Sure. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis.
It's a good one. Yeah. I think it's more than that, but
I agree.
Yeah. Well, we have some more questions. We're going to change this to, where is it? I can't see it. Okay. So we have some, yes, there we go.
Yes. Okay. Amazing.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, Gianluca, I look up to the Italian nurses because they are working a lot for our health. Yeah, okay, nice. I would say in this example, we would probably use admire or respect. Only because, like we were talking about earlier, when we say look up to, it's often like we want to kind of become that person or want to at least, it would be like you wanting the nurses to agree with what you're doing. Like you want them to approve of what you're doing, which is a bit different. So I totally understand the feeling, the sentiment, absolutely. But I think actually it would be simpler to say I admire or I respect the nurses. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the tiny little difference we don't always talk about with look up to. There's this want to be like them when you look up to them. But Valentina, I look up to Christian Dior because he is my favorite designer, and also for his story and the stuff he did in his life. Exactly. Cool. Wow. Cool. Good. Yay. Okay, so we'll hide this one. But we have some questions for you. First, we want to brainstorm a list of different types of leaders. For example, a prime minister, a football coach,
Then we have, who is the most influential leader you know of? Why? Think of achievements, personality, etc.
And then how would you describe a good leader or a bad leader? And Andrea just joined us. Hi, I'm Andrea from Bologna. Hi. I remember this focus, but I still don't but I still don't look up to someone, I think.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. If I look up to someone, I can't think of anyone at the moment.
Fair enough. Like we were saying, it's often when we're younger that we look up to people in the past.
So it's normal when you're older if you don't. That's why it was difficult for Hal and I to think of someone for the answer.
Yeah.
Because we're getting older.
No, not me. You, not me.
Thank you. Thanks, Hal. You, not me.
I can only speak for myself, honestly. Okay, so list of different types of leaders. What do you guys have? What do we think? We have two examples here, right? Prime Minister, football coach. The one that comes into my head is like the head teacher or the headmaster at school.
The principal.
Principal in America, right? Yeah, the principal. Andrea, I hope that's not old. I'm 26. It's not old. It's not old.
And what
Um,
principal? Principal is like principal, right? Yeah.
yes, exactly. And
Weird spell.
principal is like my principles. Exactly.
Mhm.
So no, it's not
I'm
old.
older than you, Andrea. Don't say that you're old.
Right. Inside. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I'm old
You
too
do a
inside.
little. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
accept that.
Andrea has a very mature, keep to himself.
We say an old soul. That's what we say. An
Yeah.
old soul, a wise old soul. Like you're older than your years. Hmm.
Anna is an old soul.
Yeah, headmaster, head teacher. Only because when you're growing up, they are kind of like the leader of the school community. You know.
I remember
Yeah.
my principal from my second elementary because I moved.
Uh-huh.
His name was Mr. Guppy.
Wow, what a name.
Mr. Guppy.
Mr. Guppy, he
Actually,
sounds like a Simpsons character. Okay, Mr.
so
Guppy.
we every year we would I don't know, it was like a science project for a certain grade, and it was
Mhm.
like a special thing for one grade. I don't remember what grade it was. But we would get salmon eggs, and they were in the office, and the salmons would grow into little guppies, baby fish,
Yeah.
and we would take them to a river in our city to release them so that when they were old enough they would go to the ocean and they would come back to the river to spawn, to breed. So it was this big science project, but we had Mr. Guppy's guppies.
Okay, can I ask, did he
Yeah.
institute this? Did he start this
I
as a
have
tradition?
no
I
idea.
really hope not. If it's a coincidence, I think that's quite cute. But
It's
if
really cute.
Mr. Guppy was like, why don't we, Guppies, guys, is a baby fish, okay?
Mhm.
If Mr. Guppy was like, I know, we'll make loads of little guppies and send them into the ocean. I think that's quite weird. Maybe it was a coincidence. That's
Maybe
so
it was a coincidence. I don't know,
great,
but it was very
great
cute.
project. Yeah. That's really cute.
Super educational, very cute.
Yeah.
But I think my favorite teacher, who definitely was like a leader, was the PE teacher, the physical
Okay.
education teacher. His
Okay.
name, another crazy name, was Mr. Furukawa. He was
Wow.
Japanese.
Wow. Furukawa. That's a beautiful name.
Mr.
And
Furukawa.
Mr. Furukawa. And he was P.
PE. Yep,
What
PE,
what
physical education.
what made him a leader? Why do you think of him?
He had all of these, like, now that I'm older and I've like worked as a teacher, I can really admire what he did as a PE teacher. He always like he did more than just PE. Like normally at the beginning when we all were sitting, when he would tell us what we were doing today, we
Mhm.
always practiced the alphabet and sign language.
Wow.
And he taught us different things like how to say like my name is, or like different fruit or animals, just to get us doing something else. He also had like clubs for different activities. So we had a juggling club, a handstand club, a jump rope club, a unicycle club. We had unicycles at my school.
Wow.
Um, and then every year there were like particular like big activities that we would do.
Huh.
So there was like a haunted maze for Halloween. We did like an Indiana Jones themed day, like Escape from the Temple of Doom. And he had all of this stuff set up. But the best one was Escape from PE.
Okay.
And like everyone was so excited. Like it would like gossip around the school when we knew today was the day for Escape for PE.
Escape for or escape from?
Escape from PE.
Okay.
And you would have to line up outside of the gym, and he would come out. Mr. Furukawa was a big guy.
Yeah.
He was overweight, but he had one of those little like British police hats,
Mm-hmm.
and you had to be like absolutely silent and like the best behavior to get into the room. If you weren't, you would go in to the gym already in jail. So there was like a jail
Okay.
in the center where you had to like do exercise, and then you had to tell him I'm sorry in sign language to be released to go back into the.
Was he hard of hearing? No, or deaf? No. Okay.
No, I think it was just to teach us something else.
Yeah, that's really nice.
But it would take too long to explain over the webinar what Escape from PE was, but it was this really big obstacle course pretty much that he created with like booby traps around the edge of the gym. And if he like caught you setting off a booby trap, you would get sent to jail. And that's when you would exercise and have to say, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Booby trap. You're going to have to explain booby trap, I think.
Booby trap.
Yeah.
Maybe I like to explain things with like visuals.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've seen Indiana Jones, I think that's a very popular movie, Indiana Jones, when maybe they have the big jewel on some stand and he has to like replace the jewel with something else to not set off a booby trap, which could be the big ball rolling in or like quicksand filling up the room.
Yeah.
Or
that was
like
me doing spikes,
yes, poisonous darts, something.
Yeah.
There's like trick. If you like hit it, it sets off the booby trap.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I think I spelled it right. It's literally like booby.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, booby trap. Indiana Jones. Exactly.
There's lots of booby traps in their movies. Well, we can continue answering these questions, Hal, since no one's writing in the comments.
Yeah, guys, tell us, the question number 2 should be simpler, I think. Who is the most influential leader you know of? Why? Think of achievements, personality, etc. Notice also in that question, we're using know of, because if we know of someone, it's clearer that we just know who they are. Whereas if I say, who is the most influential leader you know, without the preposition, then that suggests maybe you know personally as a friend, acquaintance, right?
Or you have a relationship of some sort with them.
Whereas to know of someone is just to know that they exist. So I'm going to say the Pope, who I don't know, but I know of.
Yeah.
And I think he's obviously pretty influential. And as popes go, I like him.
Yeah, as popes go, I like him.
As popes go, I think he's all right. He's cool. Maybe also, should we say it? Bernie Sanders.
Yes, maybe. I didn't even go there with my mind. Yes, I would say he's a very
influential leader.
Yeah, for me, for sure. Yeah, he just went to, when you said that, that reminded me. Yeah, he's probably my number one. I was thinking of like Obama or Ellen DeGeneres. No, Bernie Sanders for sure. Yeah.
Andrea says, a good leader is someone you can rely on. Yes, that's very true. Someone you can trust, someone you can have faith in to do what they say, and you have to believe in them.
Yeah. I think he jumped to number 3, which we can look at too. Describing a good leader. I think a good leader isn't going, how do I say this? First of all, I think they lead by example.
That's what we say, lead by example. Yeah.
Like if they are not willing to do what they're asking you to do, I don't think that's a good leader.
Agree. That would be hypocrisy.
Yeah, hypocrisy. To lead by example, I think is really important. Yeah. What do you think? What would you say for a good leader?
See, I think they need to also be able to, I agree with lead by example. I agree you need to rely on them. I think they should listen to people, and I think they should, there's something about someone who is very strong and firm about what they believe. But I think it's quite amazing, and it's very rare when a leader, in fact, I can't really think of that many examples, when a leader is solid enough, is kind of secure enough that they can admit that they're wrong or change their mind or change direction. And I think that's when you really see if they're working as a leader, if people trust them. Because if they've worked hard to build people's trust in them, then the moment when they need to kind of admit that they made a mistake or change direction,
that humility.
really powerful. Humility, exactly. Which isn't to say that they should be, you know, weak or changeable, but I think, yeah, humility, exactly. Humility.
I think humility is a really good characteristic for people to have. Yeah, for sure. Should we move on?
Yeah. Let us know, guys, if you have anything else to add, please.
Yeah. For this one,
right.
though, we are going to match the words to their opposites. Dun, dun.
Shall I read the blue? Okay, we have some compound adjectives. Forward-thinking, highly respected, strong-willed, open-minded, level-headed, thick-skinned, down-to-earth.
Mm-hmm. And our opposite, but not compound, well, one compound adjective. Disregarded, idealistic, regressive, sensitive, weak, narrow-minded, and foolish. So maybe the blue side, we can do numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the red side, letters. Okay, for your answers in the comments. Get ready, set, go.
Let us know. I'm looking to see if there's anything here that's like humility. Down to earth, I really agree. I like that in a leader, definitely. That's quite similar. Oh, Gianluca, thank you.
He already has one guess. For forward thinking, he thinks regressive. Let's find out. Ready? Good job, Gianluca.
Exactly. Although, how often do you use regressive? Forward thinking, regressive. I might also say reactionary to describe someone.
I mean, I've seen a lot of regressive ways of thinking. It's
No,
just
I
when
agree.
you go backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how often I use the adjective. I think
I don't use it very often, but I think I've seen situations like it more often in the United States. So
yeah, God, yeah, and more, sadly.
Yeah,
I agree.
and I hear it more.
Yeah.
In this time.
Cool.
Valentina says highly respected and foolish. Also, John. I don't think so. I think there's a better option than foolish. If someone's highly respected, that means other people are respecting them or maybe looking up to them. Not necessarily foolish. Foolish is kind of like silly, stupid. Let's see if they can correct themselves. You still there? Okay, you're good. I thought you were frozen. I was like,
oh, I was frozen. Okay, Gianluca, 3. Okay, weak.
Strong-willed, weak. Yeah. That one's good. Yeah. But highly respected. Go back, you guys. Careful.
Oh, see, I was frozen because I was confused as well. And now I see which one is highly respected. Yeah,
there's a
right.
better opposite.
Do with how other people think about them, perceive them. I'll stop there. Exactly. Highly respected. We use that quite a lot, right? They also use that, I don't know, if you're introducing like an author or an artist of some kind, they say, oh, the highly respected sculpture from wherever. Yeah,
exactly. So Valentina and Gianluca, do this one again.
Number 2 is
Go
not correct.
back to number 2. Return to number 2 because it's not foolish.
Yeah, and actually, even the phrase the compound highly respected, we can also make it even closer to its opposite. No?
Yes.
By replacing respected, yeah. Yes, Valentina, nice. I think that one is clear. Open-minded, narrow-minded, yes.
That one is correct, yeah. They got strong-willed and open-minded. Those ones are good. But highly respected, There we go. Good, Valentina. Disregarded. So we could also say highly regarded.
Exactly.
Also.
Highly regarded.
Yeah. I mean, they're just not respected. We don't give them attention.
Yeah.
Disregard my last email. Ignore them. They're disregarded.
Yeah. Disregard what I just said.
But those ones were right.
Nice. Good. Level-headed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what would I say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think this one is the least
clear,
the least precise opposite antonym, but that's okay.
Yeah.
This kind of makes sense.
Yeah, thick skin and down to earth are a little more
neat.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's not my favorite. I might say a better opposite to level-headed is
I'm thinking reckless.
Yeah.
Or even we would say hot-headed sometimes, no? That kind of capricious.
Yeah. Like unstable.
I'm thinking of someone now. I'm thinking of a leader. No, I'll stop.
Oh, I was like, what?
No,
Who are you thinking of? I know someone, yeah.
I think we all do.
Is not very level-headed at all.
I think he would say that himself, to be fair to him, not that he deserves it.
Do you think so? I don't think he would say it about himself. Good, Gianluca. Level-headed, foolish.
Right. But as we were saying, Gianluca, maybe also reckless, hot-headed. Yeah, foolish. Because foolish is also to do with them seeming ridiculous, right? Like you said, silly.
Yeah.
Stupid, which isn't exactly the opposite of level-headed, being rational, being irrational. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put that. Level-headed is very rational.
Somebody, did you already? Yeah, great. Thank you, Valentina. Thick-skinned. Yeah.
Good. Down to earth, thick-skinned, sensitive, good, down to earth, idealistic.
And the exact opposite of thick-skinned, we can also say thin-skinned. Someone is thin-skinned, they are sensitive.
Yeah.
Is
it possible to say weak-skinned? No, thin-skinned.
Thin-skinned, I think. Weak-skinned. Yeah, no, thin.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, I feel like I've heard weak-skinned before. But good, you guys. Awesome. Let us know if those are clear or if you have any questions, like if some aren't clear, their definitions.
We can just discuss them more if you want.
Yeah,
you ask
definitely us. Can. So write in the comments if you do have any further questions about that vocabulary. But we will move forward in a second to look at some more things.
Also notice with idealistic, we can a noun, right? We can describe someone as an idealist. Quite nice.
And then what is it?
What would the opposite?
No, ideally.
Idealistically or ideally, we use them in a different way, right? I guess we use them, as in an ideal world. If things were ideal, idealistically, yeah.
So ideal would be adjective, ideally would be adverb. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the next slide. So, some more questions for everyone. Boom. I'm liking the banners. Okay, do you want to take turns? Do you want to start with the first one?
Sure thing. Number 1, is there such a thing as a natural born leader, or can leadership skills be acquired or learnt?
Number 2, think of a leader who was not highly respected, but is strong-willed and thick-skinned. Can positive leadership qualities overcome a lack of respect?
I'm thinking of someone. Number 3, do you think strong leaders exhibit more high-spirited and energetic qualities, or are more serious and level-headed?
Give an example of a leader who was known for her thought-provoking speeches and forward-thinking ideas. Bernie Sanders.
Is right now. This is true.
Yeah. He's great. I'm
Welcome
so
to the Bernie focus activity.
yeah. I
What
can't
do you?
tell you how upset I am that Joe Biden got the Democratic nominee.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly, I'm gutted as well. And also, I think today, although I'm not sure, I think it's today, they are announcing, I just remembered it was today, they are announcing the new leader of the Labour Party in the UK today, which I am very worried about. But there we go.
Scary things.
Is there such a thing as a natural born leader?
I think there is, but I also think leadership can be learned.
Right. Some are born great, some have greatness thrust upon them.
We're too serious today. Why do you think that, Valentina?
It's a serious topic. Leadership isn't
Yeah,
the lesson.
isn't their fault the lesson is serious?
Sorry. Leadership isn't a joke. It's a serious thing, he said, laughing.
Yeah. You're right. It isn't their fault. The situation.
Who? Oh yeah, it isn't their our fault.
And the lesson is serious.
Or
Yeah,
the lessons are one or the other.
but this lesson.
Sorry, yeah, but I said you could say the lessons are serious, or the lesson is.
Good. Well,
But this
do you
lesson.
think there's such a thing as a natural born leader?
No, not at all.
Really?
I think no, I don't. I think it's a kind of product of lots of complicated factors. Nature versus nurture. Here we are again.
Nurture.
Circumstances
That makes sense.
that kind of forge or make a personality. Having said that, I think unfortunately it probably is still the case that in our societies this is very serious. You're right, Valentina, I'm sorry. But it probably is the case that less and less, hopefully, but there are still some groups of people who it's more easier for other people to imagine as leaders. I'll say that.
Yeah.
If you Googled leader at work on Google Images, it would probably show you lots of white men. I don't know.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Do you see what I mean? So it kind of, when we think of leadership, there are certain, we would say prejudices in English, that probably lots of people still have.
Yeah, agreed. That's true. What about someone who's not highly respected but strong-willed and thick-skinned? I can't think of a leader right now who's not highly respected but strong-willed and thick-skinned.
I can.
Who?
Jeremy Corbyn in the UK.
Okay.
This is too serious. You're right. Kendra can be upset about Bernie with me, and I can be upset about Jeremy Corbyn. But there we go. Yeah, he was like not highly respected and hated by the British press and attacked in the most extravagantly absurd way for years and years and years. And he kept going somehow, despite the British tabloids writing stuff that was like disgusting. So yeah, he was strong-willed and thick-skinned. Yeah, wow. And unfortunately, the second part of question number 2, I would say no. Positive because of that experience. It seems that it's quite difficult, at least in the UK, with the media as it is. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Valentina, those questions are killing me. Why? Because they're really serious. I'm sorry.
Are they killing you because they're difficult to answer, or because they're just so serious?
They are quite complicated, I think.
They are complicated.
If you wanted to go slow and explain them, then tell us, please.
Also move forward and look at some idioms instead.
Yeah.
So let us know what you prefer. We are willing to cater to make this experience pleasant for you.
You.
Yeah. It's all about you guys. But I am going to say number 3. I'm going to answer number 3 while we wait.
Number 3, please, yeah.
I don't like how people like separate these. Like,
I agree. Yes.
I think everyone has a different leadership style. Some leaders tend to be more quiet. Some leaders tend to be energetic. Both are acceptable. You don't have to be high-spirited and energetic to be a leader. Not at all. I've had some really great coaches or leaders or teachers that are very serious and quiet and focused. They're just as good as someone who's more high-spirited and energetic.
Right. I agree. It's also not exactly either or, is it? By which I mean, sometimes someone can be really energetic and at other times more serious. If they're in a leadership role, then maybe they show those qualities in different ways at different points in different situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, guys, tell us. Maybe we will.
They're killing you. Let's look at Should we look at the idioms?
Look at the idiom. Yeah, we have
Before
about
we finish.
9 more minutes, anyways. So
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you if they're positive or neutral, because Hal and I agreed that the positive, neutral, negative, it didn't make much sense.
Yeah.
So instead, we're going to match some leadership idioms with their definitions. Do you want to read the idioms?
Yes, I'd love to. Because it's difficult to think of an answer at the moment. Fair enough, Valentina. Yeah. The idioms, guys. On the left, we have ahead of one's time, to cut someone some slack, to lay down the law, to put one's foot down, to the blind leading the blind, and to light a fire under someone.
And then our meanings: make someone do something in advance of current ideas, unskilled leading the equally unskilled, make something clear in a stern way, allow someone to do something not usually allowed, and to take a firm stand. Match the words to their meanings, add banner, and ta-da. Okay.
Tell us, guys.
Valentina. And again, let's do like on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. It's weird to try and count letters as you say letters.
Yeah, you're right.
A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah.
These are nice. Put one's foot down.
Questions. Are you I don't say the blind leading the blind very often. Cut someone some slack, put one's foot down, to light a fire under someone. Definitely put one's foot down, I say probably the most.
Yeah.
What does it say about me?
Classic. Also with often with like parents, right, or parenting. To really put your foot down.
Yep. Yeah. There were days when I was teaching children that I had to put my foot down. Also coaching. Oh my goodness. Every now and then.
What did you coach?
I coached gymnastics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was when I was home before I came to Italy, I was working actually as a manager for the recreational coaches. But every now and then I would help with this one class because we had 2 really young coaches teaching it because they were the best option. And the girls were like 5, 6 years old. Sometimes 5 or 6 or 7. 5 to 8, I think, actually was the age range.
Okay.
There was one girl that if she really needed structure, she really needed control. And if she didn't feel like there was control, she would start to act out. She would test it, you know. And one day she tried testing it with me, which she knew better because with kids, I'm rather firm. But she said something very rude to her coach. And I told her, you need to apologize. If you don't, you're going to go sit with your mom who is watching. And she just said, no. I said, that's fine. And I was like, come with me. And she, no. I was like, fine. So I went, got her mom and brought her mom out onto the equipment, which normally we don't do. But I had to make myself very clear that that behavior was not acceptable. And her mom had to pick her up because she was having such a little temper tantrum.
Put your foot down.
Yep, put my foot down. You don't act like this in my class.
Yeah.
You get to stay. Nope.
Cool. Valentina, yes. Okay. Ahead of one's time.
Good. Awesome.
Great.
Gianluca said 2D. Cut someone some slack. A, B, C, B, C. Not D. Count your letters. It's like A, B, C, D. No. Go back to number 2. Cut someone some slack. It's not make something clear in a stern way.
No.
I'm trying to think a way to explain slack. I hear it. Yeah, I hear it a lot for like ships and ropes. Either the rope is tight or there's some slack.
This is tight. Now there's, oh no, I'm doing a terrible job. And now there's some slack here. This is the slack.
They keep guessing. Not A, Gianluca.
Slack. Okay, done.
It's almost like kind of letting go of some of the
tension, the stress, because it's looser. If a rope is slack, there's kind of freedom in it to move it.
It's not so tight. It's not so strict or restrained.
Exactly.
Giving them a little bit of space.
D.
No. That's what Gianluca guessed. And then he guessed A, but it's also not A.
It's from, I think it's from sailing, right? If you cut some slack, you allow the sails on a boat to move more freely and to gather more wind, yeah.
You're just guessing everything. Let's tell him. 2 is E. To allow someone to do something not usually allowed.
Yeah, or give them some freedom. Yeah.
Okay. Then 3, Valentina. No, not E, because 2 is E. To lay down the law.
Yeah.
There's some really, lay down the law and put one's foot down are similar.
Right.
For sure. They're really similar. See what you guys say.
Gianluca, 2AF. 2A to F.
You guessed 2D to A to A to F. Not A, Valentina. Let's see. Close, yeah. It's really similar to take a firm stand, but it's make something clear in a stern way when you lay down the law. It's like you're showing them, so you're making it clear.
Yeah.
You lay down the law, the rule. But to put one's foot down, I'm gonna give it to you, Gianluca, is F, to take a firm stand.
You don't move your feet because you put them down, so you're not budging, you're not shifting your position.
Yeah.
The blind leading the blind.
And to light a fire under someone. The longer expression is to light a fire under someone's ass.
That's true. So just imagine that.
Get them moving.
I never use that one. I think, is it American? I don't think I've ever said light a fire. Okay.
I've never personally said it, but I've heard people say it. Or at least I don't think I've said it.
Yes, Valentina.
5C, yeah, good. And so the last one, easy peasy. 6A, to light a fire under someone's ass is to make someone do something, is to give them that pressure, that push.
So get up and do something.
Yeah. Go. It can also sometimes be like done in a warning.
Yeah.
Because the fire could hurt you. So it's like, I'm warning you, you need to like change what you're doing.
Right.
So it's a way to get them to do what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. And I'm realizing we're a minute. No, it's 1:50. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Sorry if it was a bit serious, Valentina.
Yeah. There might be one more fun in 10 minutes. I don't know. So stick around. Yeah. Keep watching.
I'm coming back later.
You are? Point. I'm done today.
Woo.
Woo. Oh, it didn't show, Andrea, what you were writing.
Yeah, we haven't seen it in the chat, Andre.
That's
No,
so strange.
we missed you. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
See you soon.
Bye, guys. Have a good afternoon.
Take care, guys. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.